main objective of this meeting. We are looking at the Caadp and the ECOWAS protocols. So that's at the continental and regional level. And then we are looking at the local context where we are talking about Ghana's progress on the Caadp, and then most importantly, the recently launched Feed Ghana program.
Oxfam actually is a global influencer network which fights for injustices of poverty and inequality. Looking at what we do, you notice that it is aligned with the Caadp ultimate goal.
For the next 4 or 5 years, we want to use agriculture to transform the economy. The president says that we are going to use agriculture to achieve his main manifesto promise, which is using agriculture to transform economic agenda, what we call the IOTA. IOTA is the general vision or the policy framework of the ministry. So basically that's what the Feed Ghana is about. For agribusiness, for industry to succeed, we must first of all feed ourselves first. So that's food security. So Feed Ghana is looking at how we can be food secure in the first place. So we must produce to feed ourselves first. Under the Feed Ghana program, how can we increase productivity? So productivity issues are very key for us. That's how come, if you look at all the initiatives we are looking at how we can improve on soil management, how we can improve on crop nutrition, how we can improve on seed development. Those are productivity issues. So on the core of Feed Ghana, crop development and productivity issues are very key for us. Then secondly, we are also looking at irrigation for wealth creation. The key irrigation infrastructures will be rehabilitated and the new ones will be developed so that at least climate issues will be looked at critically.
I'm so much elated for the opportunity to be with you here today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Malabo Declaration and subsequently the Caadp all point to something significant, and I must say that they align perfectly with the Feed Ghana program that we are implementing here in Ghana. The focus of the Feed Ghana program is to feed the people of Ghana and also feed our agro-processing factories. It is time for us to put in place the necessary mechanisms to change the story so that we can boost food production, create employment, sustainable employment for our youth, and also engender sustainable economic growth. How do we do it? The first thing we are looking at under the Feed Ghana program is what we call irrigation for wealth creation. Looking at the potentials that we have in respect of agriculture, if we are able to make the right investment, implement practicable initiatives, we can use agriculture to deliver growth and prosperity to the people of Ghana. We are operationalizing the agriculture for economic transformation agenda through the Feed Ghana program. And the first leg of the Feed Ghana program is what we call campaign for mass participation in agriculture. Every household in Ghana must take advantage of the fertile soil of our land to have a home garden, to produce the basic things, vegetables, to support the feeding of the house. And then we are also saying that state institutions must also participate in agriculture. We want the military to be part of it, we want the security agencies, and we are happy to report that the Ghana military is scaling up their interventions in agriculture. We have the prison service on board, we have the National Service Secretariat scaling up, and we have all our secondary schools to be part of this important project. In fact, we are advocating that every secondary school in this country must have a school farm. This is just to support the school feeding program. Certain key things that must be done. The first one is that our agriculture is rain-fed agriculture, and rain-fed agriculture cannot guarantee food security. So we have started the rehabilitation of the Ashama irrigation facility. We're going to Aveime. We want to rehabilitate the Aveime irrigation system. We are preparing, procurement processes are underway for us to get a contractor to go to Via, to go to Weta, and several other places. In the northern enclave, we have secured 47 million euros from the African Development Bank and the French Embassy, and we are committing the entire amount into irrigation. We are constructing 10 new dams, rehabilitating 8 existing ones, and we are providing 250 solar-powered boreholes across the country to support the production of vegetables. If we are able to do all these things and get the water to the field for the farmers, they can do all year-round production, and that will be a strategy to stabilize food prices and to ensure continuous supply of food in the country.
The Comprehensive African Agriculture Development Program, Caadp, serves as the overarching framework, ECOWAP, and as the regional guide for our domestic policy, that is the Feed Ghana program. For us smallholder farmers, these policy documents play a pivotal role in shaping our fortunes, hence we have a vested interest in them. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all aware that our progress as a country is inextricably linked to the success of our agriculture, especially smallholder farmers who constitute over 70% of Ghana's farming population and provide the majority of produce for consumption and industry. It is for this reason that the Caadp focuses on the transformation and modernization of agriculture to lift smallholder farmers out of poverty. Ghana has been a dedicated signatory to the Caadp since 2003, recognizing its power to transform our agricultural landscape. However, the path to fulfilling our commitments under the Caadp has been uneven and largely disappointing. While we commend and appreciate Ghana's commitment to mutual accountability, demonstrated by an impressive score of 94% in the recent Caadp biannual review, financial investment remains our greatest challenge. A key benchmark of the Malabo Declaration is the pledge to allocate at least 10% of the national budget to agriculture, which should translate into a minimum of 6% agricultural growth. Unfortunately, Ghana has consistently failed to meet this commitment. Data from the 2023 ECOWAS Agriculture Joint Sector Report shows a declining trend in government allocation to agriculture. 6.2% in 2019, 5.7% in 2020, and 4.5% in 2021, averaging 5.5% over the period. In 2023 and 2024, the allocation further dropped to 1.95%, and in the 2025 budget, it fell to an all-time low of less than 1%.